The year is 2026, the entire world was already surrounded by wars, political tensions, and mysterious events. Every day, new conspiracy theories were being born on the internet, but in the first week of May, a piece of news emerged that left people across the world disturbed. US President Donald Trump announced that the American government would soon release classified, alien files that had been hidden from the public for decades. At first, people thought it was just another political statement, but within days the matter became so massive that churches, media outlets, scientists, and military experts all started openly talking about it. Suddenly, one question echoed around the world: was the government finally about to admit that humanity is not alone in this universe? As soon as this news came out, several famous American pastors and religious leaders began warning people. They claimed that certain government officials had held private meetings with them and told them to prepare churches for the upcoming revelations. The statement that gained the most attention came from evangelist Pastor Perry Stone. He said that these files could contain videos, military reports, and documents showing evidence of unidentified spacecraft and non-human intelligence. But what frightened people the most were his next words. He said that if the world became convinced that intelligent life exists in other galaxies, then millions of people would begin questioning their religious faith. According to him, many people could start believing that the Bible's creation story is only a myth and may walk away from Christianity. As soon as this statement spread, chaos erupted across the internet. On social media, people were divided into two groups. Some called it the greatest scientific revelation in human history, while others claimed it was simply a method to scare and manipulate the public. But the story did not end there. Soon after, an old statement by US Vice President J.D. Vance began going viral, in which he had said, "I don't think they're aliens. I think they're demons." That single sentence made the entire discussion far more dangerous. UFOs were no longer just a topic connected to science fiction or extraterrestrial life. Now religion, supernatural theories, and ancient beliefs had become part of the mystery as well. Slowly, people began revisiting old UFO cases once again. The first major discussion centered around the 1947 Roswell incident. According to official records, a weather balloon had crashed there, but many witnesses claimed that the material recovered from the crash site looked unlike any human technology. Some people said the military immediately sealed the entire area and recovered not only metallic debris but also non-human bodies. Many conspiracy researchers believe that this was the moment when the US government's UFO secrecy program truly began. For decades, the Roswell case was buried, but even today many people believe the government never revealed the full truth about what happened that night. After that, attention shifted toward the 1980 Rendlesham Forest incident, often called Britain's Roswell. In a forest in England, American soldiers stationed nearby claimed they saw a glowing triangular object during the night. One officer said he observed the object from very close range and noticed strange symbols covering its surface. According to some reports, beams of light coming from the object suddenly spread through the trees, and the next day triangular marks were discovered on the forest ground. To this day, no clear explanation has ever been given for that incident. The military records exist, the witnesses exist, but the answers still do not. Then came the leaked footage from US Navy pilots. These videos gave the world visual evidence that was difficult to dismiss as completely fake. Fighter pilots recorded objects in the sky performing movements that appeared to break the normal laws of physics. They could stop midair without making any sound, suddenly change direction, and disappear from radar within seconds. In one recording, a pilot's voice can clearly be heard saying, "What the hell is that thing?" Experts stated that such movements are impossible for any known human aircraft. This was the moment when the UFO discussion truly entered mainstream media. At the same time, some politicians and researchers began linking ancient religious texts to UFO theories. American politician Anna Paulina Luna referred to the ancient Book of Enoch and said that it describes beings known as Watchers, who descended to Earth from the sky. Some people believe that the gods, or beings from heaven, mentioned by ancient civilizations may actually have been extraterrestrial entities. Stories of glowing objects and mysterious beings descending from the sky can be found in civilizations across the world. Egypt, the Mayans, India, and even ancient Sumerian texts all contain descriptions that many conspiracy theorists now view as possible UFO evidence, but the reports that frightened people the most were the ones claiming that UFOs frequently appear near nuclear sites. Some retired military officers said that unknown objects were seen hovering above American missile bases, and in several incidents nuclear systems suddenly became deactivated. If these reports are true, it would mean that some unknown intelligence has the ability to control the world's most dangerous military technology without even touching it. This is why many researchers believe governments have hidden UFO information, because they see it as a matter of national security. As the discussion around the alien files continued growing, fear inside people's minds also grew stronger. Some people were excited, believing humanity might finally receive answers about its existence. But others feared that if the truth turned out to be too massive, the world might not be able to handle it. Imagine if tomorrow governments officially announced that non-human intelligence truly exists. What would happen then? Would religions be affected? Would people panic? Would the world descend into chaos? Or would humanity finally understand that it was never alone in the universe? Even today, many experts believe governments possess far more information than the public realizes. Leaked documents, military testimonies, and classified reports continue strengthening that theory. But the biggest question still remains the same: if aliens truly exist, why did governments hide the truth for so many years? Were they trying to protect the world from panic, or is the reality so terrifying that humanity was never ready to know it? And perhaps that is why the discussion around the alien files is no longer just a story about UFOs. It has now become the story of a possibility, that the greatest truth in human history may have always existed right in front of our eyes, but we were never allowed to see it.